investigation having been previously conducted, not the certification. So that is the principle that happened in an information. Now, nagawa mo na yung resolution mo, mayroon ka ng information, kanino mo ibibigay? Of course, you need to forward the record of the case for action need for approval before filing or dismissal. So, okay, whether dismissal yan or filing, you need to turn over that before your boss, to your provincial or city prosecutor or chief state prosecutor or the chairman or the office of the ombudsman if you are the special prosecutor, special investigating prosecutor, as the case may be. Now, within what period should your boss or your city prosecutor or provincial prosecutor shall act on your resolution? He is given 10 days from receipt thereof and shall immediately inform the parties of such action clause. So either he approve or he asks for modification or he reverse your resolution clause. Okay? What is the reason why there is a need for the approval from your boss? Well, the reason is this. The reason is that the reason for the immediate, the reason behind the immediate proceeding paragraph or the rule of approval of the provincial or city prosecutor is that without, okay, no information or complaint may be filed or dismissed. That's the reason, no? No information may be filed or dismissed by an investigating prosecutor without the approval or prior approval or written authority of the provincial or the city prosecutor or the state prosecutor. Thus, the resolution of the investigating prosecutor may be reversed or affirmed only by the provincial prosecutor, chief state prosecutor, or the ombudsman as the case may be. Now, what is the rule when the recommendation for dismissal is disapproved by the city prosecutor or the provincial prosecutor or the chief state prosecutor on the ground that the probable cause exists? Then, the city prosecutor, the provincial prosecutor, or the ombudsman, as the case may be, may by himself file the information against the respondent or direct another assistant or state prosecutor to do so without conducting another preliminary investigation. I repeat, assuming that the recommendation of the investigating prosecutor is disapproved by the city prosecutor or provincial prosecutor as the case may be, then the rule is that the provincial or city prosecutor by himself can file the information against the respondent or direct another prosecutor to conduct to file the information in court without need of another preliminary investigation. Okay, so that's now the case. You have now seen the picture where the information is filed because there is probable cause. The complaint is filed because there is the information is filed in court because there is a probable cause, and the complaint is dismissed because there is no probable cause. Now, assuming that the case is dismissed, what is now the option of the aggrieved party? He received now the resolution of the investigating prosecutor. Then the aggrieved party class is entitled to file a motion for reconsideration. Within what time? He is entitled within a period of 15 days from receipt of the resolution. Where? Before the office of the city prosecutor or provincial prosecutor, as the case may be. Now, assume it was denied, then he has another option. He will file a petition for review if the crime committed attaches the penalty of below 6 years before the regional state prosecutor. If the crime committed attaches a penalty of 6 years and 1 day, he should appeal it before, he should file a petition for review before the Secretary of Justice. That is the rule, class. Do not forget that. 6 years below, regional state prosecutor. 6 years and 1 day to the Secretary of Justice, class. Sir, assuming that despite appeal, talo pa rin. Appeal niya sa petition for review niya sa Secretary of Justice, talo pa rin. Tapos, anong susunod? Then he can file a petition for review before the office of the President. He can file an appeal before the office of the President, class. Okay? Now, can I question the decision of or the resolution of the Secretary of Justice through petition for review under Rule 43? No, that's not allowed. Why? Because the Secretary of Justice or the Department of Justice is not a quasi-judicial agency. Plus, it is not a quasi-judicial agency. Your proper option will be under Rule 65 of the Rules of Court, special civil action on certiorari. I repeat, special civil action on certiorari and file it before the Court of Appeals. That is the rule, class. So that it will now be subject of what we call judicial review. Because you are now alleging grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction. So like what I said, you have two options. You appeal it before the office of the President, or you go to court by following the principle of special civil action on certiorari. Okay? Special civil action on certiorari under Rule 65. Sir, assuming that the case involved a public officer and the one who decide or who conducted preliminary investigation is the office of the ombudsman, we are going to what is the proper remedy? Then your option is that the ruling of the ombudsman must be elevated before the Supreme Court by availing the provision or rules 65 of the Rules of Court. That is special civil action on certiorari. I repeat, to appeal the resolution of the ombudsman on the findings of probable cause or on the other way around, your remedy is not a petition for review or appeal to the President. No, because ombudsman is a constitutional body. Your proper remedy is under Rule 65 by special civil action on certiorari, class, where you are alleging grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction. Okay. Now, you have availed of all those remedies. What will happen? Despite you availed of those remedies, still, the information was affirmed by the President, by the Secretary of Justice, or even all the way to the Supreme Court. They ask for the filing of the information. What will happen now? Well, the whole record will be transferred to the court, including the attaching documents and evidence attached thereto class. I repeat, the information or complaint shall be filed with the court with all the supporting evidence, such as the affidavit and counter-affidavit, as well as that of the evidence attached thereto class, which will now form part of the record of the case. Now, after that, of course, the judge will act on it within a period of 10 days from the filing of the complaint or information to evaluate whether there is what we call enough evidence in support of the resolution for the finding of probable cause. Now, the judge may some findings by personal evaluation of the resolution of the prosecutor. The judge find that the evidence failed to establish probable cause, or establishes probable cause, or engender a doubt as to the existence of probable cause. If the evidence or record clearly fails to establish probable cause, the judge may immediately dismiss the case. If there is no evidence talaga, then dismissal. Now, if there is a probable cause, then he shall issue a warrant of arrest. Okay, I repeat, he shall issue a warrant of arrest. If the accused was a subject of warrant of arrest, instead of issuing warrant of arrest, he will issue a commitment order in lieu of warrant of arrest. So that is the principle that we adopt in case of warrantless arrest. Sir, is the dismissal of case for lack of probable cause a final order? The order of the court dismissing a case for lack of probable cause is a final order since it disposed of the case, terminate the proceeding, and leave the court with nothing further to do with respect to the case. So I repeat, the dismissal of the order of the case, I should say, the order of dismissal of a case for lack of probable cause is a final order. It is not an interlocutory order. Okay? So I repeat, that is a final order. Why? Because the Supreme Court, it disposed of the case and it terminate the proceedings. It leave nothing on the part of the court to do relative to the case. Assuming class that the information is already filed in court, can the prosecution still withdraw the information? Well, they can file what we call a motion to withdraw the information. And the same is now in the hands of the court whether it will grant the motion to withdraw or not. Chef, is preliminary investigation needed in a summary cases or summary offenses where the penalty attaches is only 1 year or less than 1 year? No preliminary investigation is attached thereto. As we said, when the crime committed attaches the penalty of what we call less than 4 years, 2 months, and 1 day, then there's no need to conduct preliminary investigation. So, can a case below that be a subject of summary investigation? Yes, it can be a subject of summary investigation. And preliminary investigation, sitting it for preliminary hearing, will no longer be necessary.